Alright everyone, we have in front of us today the OnePlus 5T. So OnePlus has made a bunch of devices for people who don't know. They first came out with the OnePlus One, which they called the Flagship Killer. And back then for $300 some odd, it really was a flagship killer. It competed on almost every level for half the cost. So many years later, this will be a more refined version of what they're doing, and they've used the similar design in the OnePlus 5. It is their second phone with dual camera setups and this aluminum design, but things changed with the 5T with now having a fingerprint sensor on the back. The camera's changed a little bit, and the big thing, it has a new, almost bezel-less screen, which is also now an OLED panel. So that is really the big money item of this phone, and it's still coming in around $500. So it is almost half of some of these big name phones, the Note 8, the iPhone X, not quite half of the Pixel, but it's a lot cheaper, and they still claim it to be their best device. It has dash charge. There's a lot of good things going for this phone, and I'm anxious to see what the production unit of this OnePlus 5T looks like. So on the back, show you up in here. Basically, this is the OnePlus Midnight Black 128 gigabyte phone. This phone will come in any color you want as long as it's black. So there's that normal OnePlus box that they've been doing for a while now. It is a little taller, so I don't know what they put in here, but and there it is, the phone in all of its glory. You pull it up and it has this really thick box. Usually this is pretty thin. I'm gonna say they may have put a case in here. So we'll set the phone aside for a second. Let's open this up. Look at that. They even included a case. So I love when manufacturers do this. I think it's great because you have this brand new device you just spent good money for, and you're gonna walk around in your pocket with nothing protecting it, even if it is just a little flimsy TPU case. I mean, it's still better than nothing. Shout out to Hope on deck, smelling the cable. Watch out there, Hope. So anyway, I'm really happy that they included the case. I think that's great. You have normal quick start guide, tells you where all your buttons and things are, dual SIM, dash charge, blah, blah, blah. You have your SIM ejection tool, which we will eventually need. So you have a high quality cable in the box, which is great because a lot of OEMs don't include a high quality cable. Some of them are kind of chintzy, but Razer, OnePlus, Google, they all have really nice cables in their box. You also have the OnePlus dash charging brick. And what this does is it is one of the fastest charging technologies around, as long as you use the included adapter and the included cord, and you get a lot of battery in 15 or 20 minutes. Usually a half a day's charge, definitely in under a half an hour. So there's that stuff. But y'all want to see the phone. So here it is. So right away, it feels really nice. It has the aluminum unibody design. I was reading their AMA, and they talk a lot about this Horizon line. I don't really know if you can see it or if the camera's going to focus on it that well, but basically there's a little line on the side of it, and they say that's a big aesthetic that they try to achieve. But anyway, you have the nearly bezel-less display. You can see up here you got this little tiny bezel there, and on the sides it's pretty much non-existent. So you have your normal selfie cam, you have your speaker, you have the USB Type-C, and over here the lovely headphone jack, which is a thing of the past by this point. On this here left side, you have OnePlus's alert slider, and I wish more OEMs put the alert slider on. It's kind of reminiscent of the iPhone silent toggle, but it's nice. It has 3 different modes: loud, silent, and do not disturb. So that's great. And on the other side, you have your SIM tray and your power button. On the back, let me just peel this off like so. On the back, you have now the fingerprint sensor located to the back. So long ago and far away, all the OnePlus devices had the fingerprint sensor right up on the front with your 2 capacitive buttons on either side. Now, for having a full screen display, you have the fingerprint sensor on the back, which, I mean, I think this is the perfect placement. It's nice and convenient. It's pretty much where your thumb is, or your thumb is pretty much where your index finger is going to be, or your pointer finger is going to be when you're holding the device. On the back, we have your dual lens setup. So this time it is different. It has the same size megapixels for both cameras, and instead of having a telephoto lens, it actually has a tweaked main camera which is tuned for low light photography. So it's supposed to have better improved low light. They've forgone the telephoto lens to have the better low light, which, you know, I haven't seen samples yet. I haven't taken any pictures yet, but I'm anxious to see how that improves the camera from last time, because now they do the bokeh effect with software, where before they actually had the telephoto to do it. You got your flash, and I do love how OnePlus hides their antenna lines way up in the top and way down in the bottom. It's just, it is a great design overall. So I'm gonna power this on, I'm gonna load in some information, and I'm gonna be right back once phone is up, running, and see where we go from there. Alright, so we are back, and the phone is set up. So, first impressions, it is fast. I mean, it's so smooth going to the app drawer, going into messages. I mean, there is absolutely zero lag when it comes to opening anything. I mean, everything is just super nice, super quick. Taking photos is pretty good. You know, I can't say much for the quality yet, because I have nothing to compare it to. I'll compare it to the Google Pixel when I have a second to do so. But I mean, first impressions are, you know, this device is nice. I've always been a fan of OnePlus. I think they do a great job. I think they really provide a lot of value for their customers. They really do listen to what they have to say as far as what they're looking for in a device. And you know, overall, this is actually a phone for my girlfriend. She's trading in her iPhone life and going to the OnePlus. I think it's gonna be a great device for her. I think it's a great device for anybody. I think it's gonna be a great device. I can't wait to experiment more with it, put it through its paces, see how it compares. The face unlock on this, now I don't have it set up for my face, it's set up for my girlfriend's, but I mean, literally, you take it out of your pocket and it's just like, bam, open. It is so much faster than Face ID is for the iPhone, and you know, in every way. Again, I don't know what I can say for security about it, because if it is so fast, you know, what is it actually using? But it's still very fast. You still have the fingerprint sensor in the back, which the placement is just so nice. You still have your headphone jack in case, you know, you don't have your Bluetooth headphones or whatever else is going on. All around, I don't think you really can go wrong with this device. So that's gonna be it for the OnePlus 5T unboxing. This is pretty quick, it's pretty informal, you know. I mean, spec-wise, this phone costs $500 and some odd dollars. It has 128 gigs of storage, 8 gigs of RAM, which is obscene for a smartphone. Two 20 megapixel cameras for the dual camera setup. No telephoto, but it does have that low light, other tuned lens going on. It has dash charge, no waterproofing, and it has a headphone jack. So I think for the money, this phone is a great value. I think it'd be interesting to use it all the time. It's pretty much near stock as far as Android is concerned. No heavy bloatware, no carrier or OEM skins that kind of ruin it. OnePlus's approach is very minimal, and they do provide a lot of useful tools to help customize your experience without having a lot of bloat, a lot of shit added to your phone. So I think overall, this is going to be a great phone. Like I said, I'm anxious to see the camera comparison and take it from there. So this was Jared from TechWorks, coming at you with the OnePlus 5T retail version unboxing. I think they're doing a great job. I can't wait to see what they come out with next with the OnePlus 6. This phone already looks like a winner, and can't see where it wouldn't be. All right, see you in the next video.